Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
What now?
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short. A first carry for Amir Abdullah.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is when every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. To throw, it's Carr.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now Cousins on fourth down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
On first and 10, Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken out past the 30.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They'll roll him out right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the move to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it'll be intercepted.
Andrew Booth puts it on. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And the pressure pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack on first down, Cousins.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Cousins now. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half. Cousins. And the Raiders have got him. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll throw now on the final play. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That one good for 37 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. On play action, it's Carr.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing is Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43.
Throwing, Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. He got 29 yards that time.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
He spins free. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Cook is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Now Carr.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And not Carr. Gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get into overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Cousins on 1st down. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard into line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They try again with Cook. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, baby.